HomeGrid Forum is focusing this year on features needed by smart grids, IoT, connected cars and VLC, a new technology known as visible light communications. Its work is attracting global attention, and we caught up with marketing chair Livia Rosu at a smart home event in Birmingham in the UK. Livia, thanks for talking to us. First of all, tell us about some of these new areas that you're working in.
Thank you, Brian. HomeGrid Forum has been involved in the area of smart grid and smart homes for a long time, enabling communications over a number of wires. Power line, phone line, coax, practical optical fiber, which are the wires capability of G.hn, gigabit home networking. And now we are here today because some months ago we have announced the HomeGrid Forum is going to focus on 4 new markets, which are smart grid as a whole, IoT, connected cars, and visible light communications, also known as Wi-Fi.
Yeah, tell us a bit more about VLC and how does it link in with G.hn?
Visible light communication, as known as a technology name, provides added-on features such as low latency, extremely high bandwidth, in the same time high level of security and saving spectrum, which are very important features for some specific applications, especially schools, hospitals, healthcare related systems and so on.
How does it actually work?
VLC transceivers are being placed in the light bulbs, so LED devices themselves, they can provide all this connectivity. They just need light of sight, so they can see each other's and they communicate and provide high bandwidth connectivity. So it's not all about connected devices, but using the latest capabilities of these devices.
So it seems a little bit like Wi-Fi.
Yes.
How does it compare, or what's the difference?
Very good question, Brian. VLC and Wi-Fi do not compete between themselves. They are parallel technologies that complement each other. This is a very good point to take in mind. For both of them, G.hn, the standard technology being standardized by ITUT and promoted by HomeGrid Forum, G.hn provides the most reliable backbone for both VLC and Wi-Fi. VLC and Wi-Fi, they complement for specific use cases. If I may explain and going into details, for example, when you need freedom of movement, of course we all know Wi-Fi is the greatest choice, so that signals can be extended throughout different rooms of the same home, the same apartment, or around the courtyard. In the same time, Wi-Fi or the VLC cannot provide this extended connectivity because it's bounded by the walls. However, in some specific use cases, and I said schools and hospitals, where everybody is worried about interference, affecting medical systems, Wi-Fi, VLC, it's very safe for health. It does not affect all these connected devices, and it stays within the boundary of the walls. In the same time, for government operations that need to be protected, imagine you have all this infrastructure in government operations being connected by Wi-Fi infrastructure. If you place a transceiver outside of the building itself, only by doing that, you can intercept communications. So it's not going to be safe anymore. This is how VLC provides highest level of security for these specific use cases. And in order to be reaching very full potential, then VLC needs technology like G.hn for providing the most reliable backbone. This is how G.hn helps both VLC and Wi-Fi, and they complement each other.
Now, you talked there briefly about standards, which is obviously a very important part of G.hn. What about standards in VLC?
As we speak, ITUT, the standardization body that has standardized G.hn almost 10 years ago, and all this time G.hn has been widely deployed and currently nowadays massively deployed, especially in UK because we are here, but all over Europe and US and Asia. Same ITUT standards body is working now on a recommendation called GVLC, which is a standard for visible light communication, which is using the foundation of G.hn in the same time to complement the connectivity. So the standard is being out there, the recommendation of the ITUT as they call it, and it's using the G.hn to complement as a backbone. And as we speak, this specification is being implemented by manufacturers.
It sounds a really exciting new technology among a world of lots of new technologies. Is the market actually ready for it?
These manufacturers have been involved with the HomeGrid forum G.hn for many years. As I said, 10 years since the standard of G.hn has been out in the market. They have been using G.hn features, the highest reliable backbone, a high level of security, point-to-point security that we are using for these deployments. So it's just a matter of using their knowledge to also implement VLC technology into LED, into light bulbs, to have these transceivers connected and providing security and data, high-level data communications for these specific use cases, schools and hospitals and governmental operations in the same time. So it's a matter of meeting, it's an inflection point, it's a meeting point between two different industries, the connectivity industry and the lighting industry. And lighting companies are very interested in this new application of VLC, visible light communication, so the time is ripe now.
Fantastic. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you, Brian.
So VLC, an exciting new technology for the smart home and much more.